Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I am so glad that you are here with me on today for this Mind Your Mentality Monday. And if you are new to the community, I want to welcome you today. I want to remind everybody to please click your bell notification, like this video, and share this message, because there are other chosen ones that are trying to find their soul tribe and family. And we want them to know that we are here for them. Well, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to you about today on this Mind Your Mentality Monday. And the one thing I want to say is, as chosen ones, a lot of us are, or many of us were created not to be confined by the matrix. We understand that what God has for us to do is bigger it's bigger than a 9-to-5 type grind, but we are in this dimension to be free to do the work of the one who sent us to do the work. And I just want you to understand that when you are beginning something new, whatever the vision or whatever the seed of thought that our Father has given you from heaven, the enemy goes around and he gets busy and enter the mind into people to begin to persuade you, negotiate with you, to believe what you heard from God was a lie, and that you cannot hold that seed in your mind until it germinates, take root, and you produce the fruit. And I just want you to know that today I wanted to reach out and let you know that they don't know what you know. So you have to believe in your seed. I want to take it a step further and say that they don't know what you know, what you do know. And it's important for you to believe in your seed. Nobody understands the relationship that you have on the individual level with our Creator. And if you're anything like me, God will come to me in the hours of the morning. He will wake me up and give me a word. And sometimes when we share our vision with the wrong people that haven't heard the same word, then they will go to work, saying things like, that can't ever happen. You don't know the right people. You don't have an education. You have all of this. They go to work to remind you of what you do not have, when God has told you in a vision, in a dream, in prayer and meditation, what you do have. Because what I understand as a creator, a co-creator in my life, God gives us that privilege because we're made in His image, is I can see things in the 5D that my enemy may not be able to see. So I just wanted to reach out and just remind you today that they don't believe in what you do because they haven't heard the voice from heaven like you. And I want to encourage you to believe in your seed. I want to take you over here to Matthew 10, where Jesus had began talking about the parable of the farmer, and how you sow seeds and how some seeds will fall, on a rocky place. Some seeds will fall along the path, and some seeds will fall on fertile ground and it will yield fruit. And he went on to say that, the birds will come and kind of pick a seed up and fly away with that seed. Another demonstration he used was that the weeds will come and choke the seed to where it's not fruitful. That's the woes of life. Your circumstances, your situation will come into a seed that God has given you in your mind, and before it can take root, you allow the enemy to come in and just choke what he said. But he also talked about the one that really did believe what the Lord had said to him, and he really held on to the seed. He didn't allow his circumstances and his situations to rob him of the voice of God that person heard. And because of that person reaped a harvest. And I believe today that I am talking to a generation of chosen ones that refuse to give in to doubt, that refuse to allow the enemy to misuse their words so that they cannot find out what's on the other side of their faith. I believe that I'm talking to a group of chosen ones that refuse to go into the next dimension of life without stopping generational curses that have gone on from family member to family member to family member. I believe that I'm talking to a group of chosen ones that have been through hell and high water and went through and came out on the other side. I really do believe that I'm talking to a group of chosen ones that will receive a harvest because you did not faint. You did not cave. You did not give up. You stayed the course because you know the word, which is the seed that God has given to you. So I want to take you over here to Matthew 10, where Jesus was talking to his disciples, and the disciples came to him and asked, "Why do you use parables when you talk to people?" They didn't understand why Jesus didn't just come out and say certain things. And he replied to them, "You are permitted to understand the secrets to the kingdom of heaven, but others are not." I want you to know that as chosen ones, that you are permitted to understand the secrets to the kingdom of heaven and others are not. That is why when you share your vision with people, they don't understand your vision. That's why when you speak of certain things, they can't understand you if they wanted to, because you have been given the secret to the kingdom. To those who listen to my teachings, more understanding will be given, and they will have an abundance of knowledge. But for those who are not listening, even what little understanding they have will be taken away from him. And if we jump down to verse 14, this fulfills the prophecy of Isaiah that says, when you hear what I say, you will not understand. When you see what I do, you will not comprehend. For the hearts of these people are hardened, and their ears cannot hear, and they have closed their eyes, so their eyes cannot see, and their ears cannot hear, and their hearts cannot understand, and they cannot turn to me and let me heal them. But blessed are your eyes, because you see, and your ears because you hear. I want you to know that you are a peculiar people and that you are blessed and highly favored. I want you to continue to believe in the seed, and that is your thought that the Lord has given you about your destiny. I want you to hold on to the promises of God, because the enemy is trying to come in through this environment to steal the seed that God has planted in the hollows of your subconscious mind. I want you to understand this, that you can't share everything that the Lord has given you with other people, because some of them have not been given the gift to understand the secret to the kingdom of heaven. I believe that you have an eye that you can see. I believe that you have ears that you can hear what the Spirit of the Lord is trying to tell you. And I just wanted to drop in on this Monday, on this Mind Your Mentality Monday, to remind you to believe in your seed. It doesn't matter what others have to say about what God has given you in that secret closet. It doesn't matter of what God has given you in your secret prayer life. It does not matter what they have to say, is what I'm saying. I'm getting my words twisted. It matters what God says, but it doesn't matter what anyone else says. That's it. About your seed. No matter what, don't allow the enemy to come in and snatch your seed. Don't allow your seed to fall on rocky places where birds will come up and steal your seed. That's people that you tell your business to, that knows what God has promised you, and they plant doubt in your mind and they take your seed away. And the next thing you know, they're doing what you always said that you want to do. Don't allow weeds to grow up in your garden and choke your seed to where it doesn't produce fruit. Those weeds are doubts. your circumstances, your situation, the people that may be surrounding you today that look at you and only judge you on your past because they don't understand what your future is looking like. I want you to hold on to the promises of God and what he has promised you in the midst of seeing absolutely nothing. I want you to know that if you are in a situation today where you are in a dormant spot, where it seems that you are barren, where it looks like all around you that there's no crop, there's no fruit, there's nothing that God can do, I want you to know that that is a perfect situation because God has cleared out the path so that he can speak light into your situation, and light will show up so that he can speak prosperity into your situation, and prosperity will show up, where he can speak freedom into your situation and freedom will show up. I'm telling you that you have the power within yourself to believe in your seed in such a way that you speak to peace, and it has no choice but to sit down in the middle of turmoil and be still. Believe in your seed today. Don't let anything near what you are nurturing in your secret space. Water it with the things of God. Shower it with praise and worship. Be diligently with it. Sometimes you have to fast and pray over it. But I wanted to drop in on this mentality, to get your mentality into the alignment of Christ consciousness, to let you know that your victory has always and has already been guaranteed. And I want to remind you today to believe in your seed. And until the next video, guys, peace, because I believe that you can do it. Bye now.